men want us to be their servants.
Men don't want anything from you. We're in our soft guy era. Drizzle Drizzle.
Nobody told me to settle. I'm a catch. I know I'm a catch.
Stop settling for bare minimum ass men.
Gold digger. Baby girl, if you broke, just say that, okay? If you can't afford to date me, leave me alone. Like,
the men really decided amongst themselves to make themselves even more undesirable to women. This is how men are going to act like women.
if you can't afford to date me, leave me alone. Like,
matter of fact, it's time for you to lead the way with your wallet, Drizzle Drizzle.
There is no way. I mean, my eyes must be deceiving me. These motherfuckers really in the soft girl era, right?
All right, ladies. The men have decided if you can't beat them, join them.
Drizzle Drizzle arrived and modern women are not happy with it. They don't like the fact that they will have to meet our king's requirement if they want the opportunity to take care of us. Our kings are no longer willing to accept the bare minimum, and this is something they are not comfortable with. Let's check what they have to say about it.
The men really decided amongst themselves to make themselves even more undesirable to women. This is how men are going to act like women. I would rather just hang out with women and the population. For centuries, it has been the case that men are protectors and providers. Let them be in their soft boy era. Let them alone. Try to throw it back in our faces and be like, see, it's ridiculous. No, it's ridiculous coming from you. Let me be very clear when I say this. This is a movement formed by broke men. Men who have the means to be a provider, they don't act like this.
She is definitely giving a vibe of someone who can't afford the kings. Why all the talking? If she is broke, just say it. Kings, make sure you don't lower your standards. No women who meet our king standard would be on TikTok complaining.
I also agree with that. If she wasn't brokey, she wouldn't feel the need to rant about Drizzle Drizzle.
They are more than happy to provide for you in the way that you need as a woman. I am thankful for the men who started this movement. The only men who want to have a soft girl life are the broke ones. The fact that men are coming on here and talking about how we have to settle, we don't have to do anything. You can make more money or you will end up alone, period. And if you don't like that, you as a man should be going into government and trying to change the way that the economics currently are in this country. Do something positive.
I don't understand what is going on. Where is the issue? As far as I know, we are just asking the bare minimum, but for some reason, modern women are not happy with it. They tend to forget that it was totally fine for them to want Chad making six figures, but if we request them to spend at least $100 on the first date, I bet they will find it abnormal. Why is she saying that Drizzle Drizzle will make us more undesirable? Did she have the same ideology when they joined the Sprinkle Sprinkle? She doesn't know that our kings know their worth. No more bare minimum. We need to be treated how we deserve. But don't get me wrong, this is not for everyone. This is not for those who cannot do it. We are not talking to them. Only brokies and insecure are complaining about this, but those who can afford it won't mind. Our kings are tired. They are looking for a strong and independent queen to take over, to lift a bit of weight off their back. Our kings just want a bit of rest. The most interesting part of this clip is when she said this.
Let me be very clear when I say this. This is a movement formed by broke men.
If those who are following this movement are broke, what would she say about those who are complaining about it? What about those who are mad because they can't afford it? What would she call them? Let's have a look at the comment section. If she wanted to, she would. Drizzle Drizzle.
This is the reality, and if she doesn't, others will. So, don't waste your precious time and energy on someone who wouldn't. Find someone who deserves you, someone who would.
I don't want to hear no good morning, king, if you can't make my Cash App ding.
This is the condition going forward. We know that all kings deserve that. We can't settle.
Never let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife. Drizzle Drizzle.
That was a great point. We have to be aware of that, and we shouldn't waste our time. There is a bigger and better goal to be achieved. Too many kings make this mistake, but I hope you guys learned your lesson.
gold digger. Baby girl, if you broke, just say that, okay? It's really that simple, okay? If you can't afford to date me, leave me alone. Like, if you ain't got your own car, leave me alone. If you ain't got your own crib, leave me alone.
King, don't spend your time and energy on someone who can't see what you bring to the relationship. You are the whole table, which is already a lot. Is she expecting it to be for free? Trying to shame a king who knows his worth won't work anymore. Instead, she should accept that she can't afford to take care of him.
That was a great observation. She should stay on her line. This is not a conversation for her. Her comment gives a brokey vibe, and we shouldn't entertain it because based on her reaction, it's evident that she isn't financially ready to have him in her life. She needs to work some extra hours and maybe she can join the conversation. But at this point, she should stay out of it.
If you're not trying to put my bank account on your direct deposit, what are we even having a conversation for? I invest in myself and I invest in my body. So I deserve a woman who's going to invest in me financially. Why would I deserve anything less?
The funny part is that her comment suggests that a man who asks what he deserves is a gold digger, but her lack of understanding prevented her from seeing the main point, which is the fact that this man knows his worth, and don't forget, he is the entire table. If you can't afford to pay his bill and take care of him, just mind your business. He is not talking to you. This king knows his worth. He will not accept less than what he deserves, so she either gives him what he wants and needs or leaves him to the woman who can. We didn't even talk about his full requirements. We can't forget that she must have a nice car, house, and stable six-figures job in case she wanted to have the opportunity to take care of this king. And remember, he also needs a direct deposit. This is a new era. Kings are no longer settling for less than what they deserve. Drizzle Drizzle.
She needs to pay a deposit before the first date. Drizzle Drizzle.
She better do that, otherwise there is no date for her, and if it doesn't go well, we will keep the money.
Bro's only asking for the bare minimum. Drizzle Drizzle.
You better believe that, and she is lucky that he only asked for those things, because I know that other kings' requirements are a lot higher.
All I heard was I'm broke. Stay up, king. Drizzle Drizzle. Know your worth.
This is the reality, because only brokies would complain of the bare minimum. Those independent women who can afford a real king wouldn't complain about it.
But I'm just so tired of being a strong, independent man. I just want...
Scarface Mark, you've held it up for as long as you possibly can. Hi, I'm Dan. I'm the president of the men's right movement, self-proclaimed. And it's been very tough for all these men out here being independent for all these years. And we don't hit our prime till 34 to 38, where women hit their prime from 16 to 24 just because of what they're born with. So we went through the tough times in our late teens, early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, just out there grinding. And now we're tired and we need to be taken care of. So we're coming off of the racetrack and now it's time for us to be in our soft guy era. Drizzle Drizzle. Go and watch Scarface Mark. Best ever.
He is not alone. Many other kings are going through the same thing, but thankfully the soft guy era is here to help. We no longer have to be on the driver's seat. All we have to do is find strong and independent women and problem solved. But it was interesting to see that many of them are not happy with this trend. They claim that they are self-sufficient. They don't need anyone. So what is the problem to take care of their man? Unless they are broke, they shouldn't be mad about it. But it's important to clarify that we are not willing to receive the bare minimum. They will have to come correct if they want to have a chance to take care of us, and they will have to prove that they meet all the requirements we have. It's long gone the time when we had to do things to impress modern women. Now it's their turn, and I know for sure that this is the thing most of our kings were looking for. We just need a good retirement plan, and only a capable independent woman can give us. Let's check what is going on in the comment section.
If you can afford me and you can pay my bills, don't ask me for my number. I'm an independent man who can pay his bills.
Well said, and only those who have a lot to add to the table will be allowed the chance to prove herself. Our kings are looking for a strong woman who can take care of them. They are tired, they just want to retire, and this is the best opportunity to do it.
Man, I love the soft guy era. I am balls deep, boys. Let's go. No more duties or brokies.
I also share the same opinion. Those who think they can't afford it, we are not talking to you. You need to mind your business. We are only talking to those who are not complaining on TikTok.
Kings, if she ain't approaching you first, she's insecure. Drizzle Drizzle.
This is so true. Only insecure ones won't be able to approach, but they need to gain the courage and shoot their shot. There isn't another way. This era came at the right moment. We needed that rest.
All right, ladies. The men have decided if you can't beat them, join them. So drizzle drizzle to your sprinkle sprinkle, okay? At the end of the day, you told men that strength and macho behavior and all the rest of the things that come along with being a man, those things are all bad. Put them away. Okay, they said no problem. They have no problem being in their soft guy era. So I hope you're not concerned about who's gonna be taking out the trash, because guys have decided you, princess, you get to take out the trash. And while we're talking about royalty, I hope you're not wanting to be a passenger princess, because these guys, they want that treatment too. Fair is fair, right? Anything you can do, they can do. All right, well, they've decided to match your sass, and now they're embracing it. So I hope that you get everything that you wanted, because ladies, so buckle up and enjoy the ride. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Drizzle drizzle.
We are just taking the back seat. This side of things feels really good. Some modern women have noticed this change, but even before Drizzle Drizzle arrived, we were already letting strong and independent women take the front seat in a few things, like approaching and asking on a date. They are slowly getting what they asked for, and we are just enjoying the process, and I hope they get used to it, as it came to stay. There is nothing wrong with having our queens taking charge. We are well aware that there is nothing we can do that they can't. Therefore, this is the time for them to put their words into action. This is the time to prove what they have been saying for long. Let's check what our kings have to say about this clip.
Soft guy era and passport bros. I feel like we are getting better at this thing called dating.
Those two trends are making a huge difference and are improving things for us. We are definitely getting better at it. I can say that we are positioning ourselves in a good spot.
I will only be masculine for the right woman. Drizzle Drizzle.
This is one of the best so far. There is no reason to be masculine for every woman. We will display our masculinity when the right woman comes around. We need the right queen to bring the masculinity out of us. Drizzle Drizzle.
Stay strong and know your worth, kings. Remember that if she won't, another will. Drizzle Drizzle.
This is a good statement. If she won't, another will. Well said.
I'm afraid that men are about to learn rule number 1 of capitalism. In order to negotiate, you have to bring value. And in order to strike, you have to be able to take something away from the person that you're trying to strike against. That is the meaning of a strike. It means withholding something until you get your needs or conditions met. That's a strike, okay? So I just have one question for all of y'all. What is that thing? Go ahead, what is that thing?
Seems like she either doesn't see well or doesn't know the reality of what is going on in her surroundings. She just needs to have a good look around her, and the answer to that question will be automatically displayed on her face.
I totally agree with you on this one. It's easy and simple for her to make this argument, while enjoying all the benefits of having everything already done for her.
What are you going to withhold from women in any meaningful way that is going to force us to meet your conditions and demands? What will it be? Go ahead. What will it be? What will you withhold from us? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about what it is you can meaningfully withhold from women in order for your movement to be effective? Because I guarantee you, in less than a month's time, tops, I promise you, everybody's gonna forget about this. Do you know why? Because there's nothing at stake. There is nothing at stake.
There are many things I can point out, but I will give her the most simple and understandable one. Did she forget that we are the ones giving up relationships and marriage? The kings will no longer give them their time. If we don't get what we want, get ready to get more cats and more bottles of wine, because those who aren't able to meet our minimum requirement will not be able to be on our presence, and this is something she should consider when making this type of video. She thought it was a big revelation, but turns out she didn't say anything relevant. What makes her think that we're going to forget Drizzle Drizzle? She is about to be surprised, because this is a great trend and we don't have a reason to stop it. Let's check the comments.
Sorry, Brokey, we know our worth. Drizzle Drizzle.
Well said, they either provide what we need or move along.
What the heck is Drizzle Drizzle?
It's good to know that this trend is spreading, which is great. Sooner or later, most modern women will be aware that they are in the driver's seat. We have no problem being on the side. Let's see how it will work out for them.
All I heard was I'm flat broke. Drizzle Drizzle Kings.
I also share the same opinion, and she isn't aware that we are not talking to brokies, we are only talking to those who can afford a king. So those who can't should stay in their lane. I don't know why she decided to make this video, this is not for her. This is all for today's video, I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out.